Welcome to another episode of the Disruptive Marketer. I'm your host, Geoffrey Cologne of Microsoft. In this week's episode, our final version for the year 2015, we talk a little bit about where the world is moving in terms of communications in 2016. So there is a wonderful book that was released in 2014. Wow, there's a lot of dates in this particular video blog, but in 2014 by Ann Handley, and you should pick up a copy, called Everybody Writes. Now the book is wonderful because obviously everything is rooted in language and in the spoken word as well as the written word. This is the best way that we can show off our ideas, our thought leadership, our thinking. This is how we push culture and philosophy. But in some respects, I think as we cross the chasm into 2016, to steal the term from Geoffrey Moore, who wrote a book by the same title, we may want to redo or rethink the fact that everybody writes. And the reason I say that is we are moving really into a producerist culture. And I talked a little bit about this in early 2015. I actually thought the term producerism would take off as a term. And what we mean by this is everyone has the ability to create new ideas or build off ideas that have already been created, since the world is one big remix. And what this means in terms of communications is we're all producing media. We're all producing new forms of media that allow people to really connect with others. So while writing is not going to go away anytime soon, maybe the title of Ann Handley's new book, if she happens to write one again, and maybe you are, Ann, should be called Everybody Produces Media. So things to think about in 2016 as you plan out your communication strategy. While blogging is still an effective way to reach others, whether it's new ideas, new philosophies, new innovations, ways that you are showcasing or harnessing your thought leadership, we must think beyond just the written word. We have to think about how people ingest information, how they learn, how they educate themselves. We also have to think about the technology around us and how it is changing or reshaping our behavior. Everyone is armed with a mobile phone, which allows all of us to be producers in our own right. And then finally, we have to think about the fact that the internet itself, 85 to 90% of it will be video in the next 3 years. So how are you using this to your advantage to communicate moving forward? So hopefully you're thinking beyond just the written word and thinking of the visual world and the audio world that is all available for us to utilize and manipulate in terms of how we use media to get our best thinking and our best ideas in front of an audience. Curious for your feedback on this last topic of the year for 2015, and also what you think of are some of the predictions that we should look for, or some of the trends we should look out for in 2016. Connect with me on Twitter. I'm at DJGEOFFE. Of course, follow the conversation using hashtag DisruptiveFM. And I look forward to some more sessions of the Disruptive Marketer in 2016. I'm your host, Geoffrey Cologne from Microsoft. May 2016 be your best year ever. Namaste.